Shalom, Israel. Want to get this scripture, and then I'm going to open up Ezekiel 4 and 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. And before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakadash. We get double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that rule well over the flock, that taught us all this 100% truth, man. To you brothers and sisters on the sidelines listening and learning, shalom to you as well. You camps with the likewise doctrine is GMS. Shalom to you brothers too. Salutations to the hopeful elect, man. Before I get into this thing, I'm going to a disclaimer, a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comic, news reporting, scholarship, and research. For use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. I'm not getting paid for any of this that I'm getting ready to bring out. I'm using it for educational purposes only and for awareness to our people. Now, you see this? This is something that I want to get into, the ingredients to avoid and processed food. Because a lot of us eat this processed food. A lot of us give our children, this processed food and not understanding what's in these foods. And these foods are really making a lot of people sick, extremely sick, full of carcinogens, full of things that make you sick, man, right? And that's what I'm going to get into in this lesson. And it's not going to be too long, but I'm going to go into some of these, and that's why I got this list up so maybe y'all can snapshot it. You can go do your own research on this thing, because this food is defiled. And I'm going to go back and get that scripture again. Ezekiel 4 and 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, whether I will drive them, man. And that's what we going into. We going into these certain ones of these foods or whatnot. And I got some pulled up, and I'm gonna go over here to aspartame, because a lot of people drink aspartame. It's in basically your diet drinks, your chewing gum, your dairy products, your desserts, your tabletop sweeteners, syrups, and any soda you find that has like Coke Zeros, Sprite Zeros, Fanta Zeros, anything that's so-called zero sugar, it has that aspartame in it, man. And when you go here, it says some studies suggest that aspartame consumption may disrupt glucose metabolism, leading to increased appetite, weight gain, and a high-risk metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes. See, you got these people the powers that be that allow these things to be fed to the people, man. Because it's big money and it's big money. It's billions and billions of dollars in the medical field, man. And these doctors, they never really fully heal you people. A healthy patient is a lost customer. That's how they move. So they give you different types of medications that are actually in the long run make you sicker. And you go right back to that doctor and you have to pay them doctor bills. All of these things go back to that, man. And aspartame, that's one thing that I want to go into. And then I'm going to go to something else. Because like I said, I got a couple of these things brought up. In my other phone as well, because I'm going in on my tablet, but I'm bringing some out off my other phone as well. And I'm going to say this again. The aspartame is an artificial sweetener found in many foods and drinks, including diet drinks like Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Sprite Zero, and Fanta Zero, sugar-free gum like Trident, Extra Wrigley's, and Mentos. Which I think, actually, let me see. Oh, it's gone. My wifey threw away. But we had a pack of Mentos sitting on the counter over here. I'm glad wifey got rid of that, But you got dairy products like light yogurt and low flavored milk, desserts, sugar-free puddings and gelatins, light ice cream and popsicles, tabletop sweeteners, equal, NutraSweet, and Sugar Twin. Syrups like Miss Butterworth, sugar-free syrup, and Log Cabin, sugar-free. Pretty much anything that's sugar-free, you have to think about what else is they adding in it to make it sweet. It's artificial sweeteners, which are like carcinogens, man. These things are carcinogens, and people feed it to their kids, and you wonder why your kids out here acting a fool, man. Because you pumping them full of this stuff that's being fed to them over the counter in these stores, man. And then they get sick, and then you take them to the doctor. The doctor pump them up with more medication. Now your child is even worse than he was before, man. And you people as well. Some of y'all never smoked a cigarette a day in your life, and you got cancer somewhere. It's because you pumping yourself up with all these different types of foods, man. The bread here is defiled. No matter where you go, the bread here is defiled, man. Remember Ezekiel 4:13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. So no matter where the Israelites are spread out, our bread is going to be defiled. And everybody else in this land. The Israelites I'm talking to first and foremost. But you got these other heathen nations out here that's also eating this defiled bread. A lot of this stuff in other countries is illegal. But the FDA here in America, they approve a lot of these different foods, man. Because it's money in the medical field. And they keep you sick coming back by giving you these poisons. Let's move on. This word here, you see it. I can't pronounce it. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. But we gonna get into it, though. Beyond respiratory issues. This word right here, I'm going to highlight it because I can't pronounce it. If you can pronounce it, you put it, you pronounce it. I have to figure it out later. But some of these words you cannot pronounce. Stuff on the back of these packages in these grocery stores, you can't pronounce them. You need to be looking them up. Beyond respiratory issues, whatever that is. Beyond respiratory issues, whatever this word is, possesses other health risks as well. Some studies suggest that the chemical may have carcinogen effects, results in tumors over time. You see that? So whatever this is, they got it in the food, and it's a carcinogen, and it can cause tumors as well. They saying it may be linked to it, but you gotta read between the lines. This stuff gets people sick. A lot of people dying over a lot of these sicknesses that I'm mentioning right now. And what is it? I'm gonna read this. They call it ADA. I'm going to just go with ADA. It's a chemical additive found in many foods, including bread, rolls, flour, croutons, pre-made sandwiches, and snacks. A whitening agent in flour, dough, and color. It's for a coloring agent as well. Bread, rolls, flour, croutons, pre-made sandwiches, and snacks. That's what this ADA is found in, and I'm sure it's found in many other things. Like I said, I'm just shining light on this, but you can go and do your own research. It's a carcinogen. Effects resulting in tumors over time. Additionally, there have been cases of allergic reactions to food containing ADA. You see that? So people, you need to pay attention to what you out here eating, man, because you really consuming a bunch of carcinogens and a lot of poisons. And that's why we have to pray over our food, man, because we don't know what these devils be doing with this food. That's why you have to go out and do your own research. Instead of y'all getting mad at us for letting you know we don't eat this, we don't eat that. Thinking that we don't eat at all. Of course we come across some of these things, you know. And ultimately it's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that's sparing us from these sicknesses, man. You know, because a lot of people get sick over this madness, eating all these different foods that Edom put out here, man. You know, these devils getting you people sick. So what? You can go back to the hospital, to the pharmacia, and what? Get all these different types of medicines that these physicians with no value give you. And what? You have side effects. You have side effects from that medicine as well. Now you even more fucked up because you constantly popping all these medications instead of using the herbs that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai created in the earth to heal us. Y'all run to men. You know, y'all run to Egypt for help. And then you fuck around and get even more sicker because you eating all these different carcinogens that these devils is putting out here, man. Let's move on. Got a couple of these I'm going to go into. FD and C, Blue 1. Health hazards. This is Blue 1. You see what it has right there? It has a little candy, right? Based on several research studies, potential health hazards that may be linked to FD and C, Blue 1 include neurotoxicity, hyperactivity in children, allergic reactions, cancer, organ damage, fertility problems, and genetic defects, man. You see that? Let me read that again. Salaki, I was having a little issue over here. Based on several research studies, potential health hazards that may be linked to FD and C, Blue 1, include neurotoxicity, hyperactivity in children, allergic reactions, cancers, organ damage, fertility problems, and genetic defects. You see that? You know, that's why a lot of you children that y'all say they got ADHD, they hyper. That's because y'all pumping them full of this shit, man. You know? And I'm going to read something over here on my phone. That's what foods have Blue 1 dye. Then we'll go into this. Many foods and beverages contain Blue 1 dye, including candies, chocolate candies, and fruit gummy snacks, baked goods, cakes, frostings, and decorative icings, ice cream and popsicles, brightly colored varieties, dairy, frozen and flavored yogurts, sherbets, and ice creams, beverages, blue sodas, sports drinks, flavored milk, and what they say, liquor, blue. This word right, I'm going to highlight it, and then y'all can go from there. I'm not going to butcher these words, but I'm going to highlight it, and y'all go from there. Canned peas. Some brands use a small amount of blue dye to enhance the green color. Breakfast cereals, mainly bright colored breakfast cereals, especially those targeting children. Yeah, like Fruity Pebbles, Captain Crunch, Fruit Loops, you know, stuff like that. If you read on the side of those cereal boxes, man, you will find all of that. You'll see all of that shit in the cereals, and y'all pumping your kids with it. And you wondering why your kids be sick all the time. Do y'all really love y'all kids? Are y'all paying attention? Do you love yourself? Do you pay attention to what you eating? Maybe not, because a lot of people getting sick. This stuff, this Blue 1 dye is also in condiments like salad dressing, like French, ranch, Italian, and Catalina. You see that? Blue 1 dye, also known as Brilliant Blue, is one of the 2 approved blue dyes in the United States. It was originally derived from coal tar, but most manufacturers now make it from an oil base. You see that? So they just pumping you people up with all these different carcinogens, man. Neurotoxicity, hyperactivity in children, allergic reactions, cancer, organ damage, Fertility problems, genetic defects, man. You see that? Y'all pumping your cells full of this shit too, and you pregnant, and then your baby come out fucked up. You see that? You gotta watch these devils, man, because they approve these things, and you people hop on it like flies on shit, and then now you sick, man. Now you sick, and you don't die because you're being ignorant to Satan's devices out here, man. They were children of fools, yea, children of basement. They are violent in the earth. And these people, you know who run these pharmaceutical companies, these people are viler than the earth. They don't care about you people. It's all about the dollar at the end of the day, right? They were children of fools, yea, children of basement. They were violent in the earth. And that's Job 30:8 for you, right? These people are extremely vile, man. And let's go into there. Let's go in vile. Foul. Nasty. Unpleasant. Dreadful. Horrible. You see that? All these different words. Going into who these devils are, man. These are vile people, and I'm talking about these Edomites, man. These are the people that are given the power to push this bullshit in the earth. And you people, us, we all get caught up eating these things because, like I said before, we are eating defiled bread. The Most High put us in this land, and we're going to eat defiled bread, man. Even you heathens out there eating defiled bread, nauseating, all these different words, man. You know, goes back to who these people are. These people are extremely wicked, man. Job 30:8. They were children of fools, yea, children of basement. They were violent in the earth. And nobody's more viler than these Edomites. And they constantly pushing these things out here to keep you people sick, man. You know, keep you sick. We're going to move on to canola oil. Let me see what I can find on this here. Let me see. Bear with me, Israel. Okay, I see something. Canola oil, like all oils, is a high-fat substance. Your body takes longer to digest fat than it does carbohydrates and proteins. Fat slow down digestion and the emptying of the stomach. This also slows down the passing of gas in your... I can't even pronounce it, but you see it right here. I'm going to highlight it. I'm not the best reader, but I can bring out these scriptures, though. But yes, that right there. What is it, like gastrointestinal system? That's what it says. The water Yahweh Shem Yahushua. See this, that, and the crazy thing is I fried a lot of food in this. You know, I fried a lot of chicken, a lot of turkey and stuff in that oil. You know, I won't be buying it no more after reading this. You know, that's what I'm saying. We trying to spread awareness on these things, you know. And I'm going to read this over here on my phone as well. This is what common foods have canola oil. Canola oil is a traditional ingredient in many salad dressings, shortenings, and margarine, cooking sprays, coffee creamers, and whiteners, and breads and crackers. You see, and a lot of us eat different types of breads and crackers, you know, and Esau is stuffing these poisons in them, man. You know, it slows down your digestive system. So now you know. Now we know. You know, canola oil is extremely bad for you, and it's bad for your digestive system. You know, let's keep going. Just keep moving. I don't want to make it too long because I know you Jakes. Y'all attention span is extremely low. You can't pay attention to nothing too long unless it's talking about money, hoes, and power. Let's see. You got enriched flour here. Enriched flour. Blood sugar spikes. The quick rise in blood sugar levels that occur after consuming refined flour is one of the most noticeable effects: weight gain and obesity, digestive issues, nutrient deficiency, including risk of chronic diseases and gluten sensitivity, man. You know? So these things are this rises your blood sugar. You know, that's why a lot of people catching these diabetes real quick, man. You know, you young, you in your early 30s, some of you in your 20s with diabetes. And you don't even know why you got it. Because you stuffing yourself with stuff like this, enriched flour. You know, this is why me and my rib, we try to watch what we eat out here, man. Because like I said, these devils want you people sick, man. They want you sick so they can milk you dry your money, man, when you go into these doctors, these physicians with no value. These children of basement. It's all about the dollar. They don't even, they do their own people like that, man. They do their own people like this. Let's see. Enriched flour is a refined grain that has had vitamins and minerals added back in and to replace nutrients lost during processing food. That contain enriched flour includes baked goods, breads, bagels, muffins, cookies, cakes, donuts, and pie crust. Cereal, cooked cereal grains like oatmeal, rice, and bulgur, as well as ready-to-eat breakfast cereal, pasta, macaroni, and other noodle products. Breading for fish and poultry. You see that you can't even go get you some fish and toss it up in some coating and fry it, man. Now you know you can't even put it in canola oil because that's gonna fuck you up. And then you adding these other things on it, and that's doubling up. Now you got a double whammy. See? Enriched flour is often labeled as enriched all-purpose white flour. In the baking section of the grocery store, it may also be listed as an ingredient in baking products. The Mayo Clinic recommends making at least half of your grains whole grains. Whole grains can be found in many foods, including bread, cereal, flour, pasta, rice, barley, bulgur, furrow, millet, quinoa, black rice, brown rice, red rice, wild rice, and oatmeal. So you got to watch these devils, man. Because like I said, not only the Israelites, but all these devils out here is eating this stuff. He's not good to his own people. He's going to treat his own people like that. And it's all for the dollar. Ecclesiastes 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. And you better believe the people that's creating these things in these power plants and these manufacturing companies and the people that's allowing it to happen, you better believe they're not eating none of this. You Bill Gates and all of them that own all these different places, they're not eating this shit nor feeding it to their family, man. Ecclesiastes 14:6, there is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. See that this dude hate himself. He hate his own people. You know, I'm not even talking about Israelites. There's other nations out here outside of Israel as well that's eating this defiled food. But like I said, for the most part, I'm pushing this message to the Israelites. I'm talking to you Israelites. But periodically, I'm going to let you know that, hey, these other nations that are also Edomites and these other nations, you know, Edom and these other nations, these heathen nations, they all eat this shit. All of them. You know? He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods, man. Point blank, period. These are the children of basement, and they're going to continue to defile the land like this. Spraying chemtrails, weaponizing the water. You can't drink water. Water's contaminated. Food's contaminated. As you can see on the high scale from some of the things that I've brought out here. Right? So this devil, he's got to go, man. That's why this cancer has to go. He's the cancer of the earth. He maketh the whole world sick, man. Off his witchcraft. Let's keep going. Neotang. The study that neotame can alter healthy cells in human intestinal walls. This can impact the integrity of the gut wall, potentially leading to irritable bowel syndrome and sepsis. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved neotame for human consumption in 2002. So for many years, people been eating this shit. It's telling you that it's bad for your stomach. But the U.S. Food and Drug, the FDA, approved this shit still. Because it's money in the medical field, and they got to keep people sick to get money off you, man. Let me go over here to my phone. I'm swapping back and forth, so bear with me, Israel. Neotame is an artificial sweetener found in many foods, including baked goods, beverages, candy, chewing gum, dairy products, frozen desserts, puddings, and yogurt-type products. Neotame is 8,000 times sweeter than table sugar and 4 times sweeter than aspartame. Didn't we go on to aspartame earlier? So it's sweeter than that. It's chemically related to aspartame, but it's more stable and can be used in baked goods. Neotame is often mixed with sugar or other artificial sweeteners to compensate for taste flaws. See, it's nasty, so they gotta add other shit to it to make it appealing to you. See how you see how wicked these people is? They wicked, man. Let's see. Let's keep it going. Like I said, I'm not going to try to make it too long because Jake's attention span is crazy. Let's keep going. I'm going to read a few more and then I'm going to get some more scriptures, and we're going to close out. Let's see. He's got red. What's this? Red 3? Red 3 dye? Make sure y'all pay attention to this. And you start reading the back of these ingredients on the back of these packets in the store. You're going to see a lot of these words, man. And you need to ask yourself, should I be eating this shit? What can I do to not eat this? Sometimes you can avoid it, man. There's certain things that you can eat that you can avoid some of this stuff. Because if you just going carelessly on with your lives every day, stuffing yourself with this stuff, man, you ain't doing nothing but making yourself sick. Remember, there's other countries out here that has these things banned in their country, but America has them legal. Why do you think the obesity rate in America is so high versus these people that come over here from other nations and that live in them other nations? Their obesity rate is low. These people way healthier than you Americans, man, because they don't eat this shit. We talk bad about how they prepare their food over there, but we over here just constantly stuffing ourselves with all this different poison, man. Studies now show that red dye is associated with hyperactivity in children, and that high doses can cause thyroid cancer in male rats, says Beaver. There have not been studies showing that it causes thyroid cancer in humans, but the FDA now lists red dye as an animal carcinogen. If it's bad for animals, how much more for you humans? You see? If it's bad for rats, how much bad for you humans, man? I'm going to go over to my phone. Red 3, also known as red number 3 or FD&C red 3, is a synthetic food dye that is used in thousands of foods, including candy. Corn candy, Nerds, Peeps, Pez, Sweet Tarts, and Double Bubble. You got drinks, strawberry flavored ensured strawberry milk, and colored beverages. Snacks, Wise onion rings and fruit cocktail cherries. You know, you get them fruit cocktails and you get the little red cherries in it, and them cherries be extremely red. That be from that dye, man. It helps to make the coloring more vibrant, man. Other foods, Morningstar Farm veggies, bacon strips, Vigo saffron yellow rice, and some versions of Betty Crocker fruit by the foot. The fruit by the foot, those like licorice type candies, man. I'm sure it's in licorice as well. The FDA has known since the 1980s that Red 3 can cause cancer in laboratory animals, but has not banned its use in food. However, some manufacturers have switched to safer food coloring to comply with European standards that prohibit Red 3. In California has also passed a bill to ban Red 3 and 3 other food additives, and similar legislation is moving along in New York. See, these people know this shit is bad for you. Well, like I said, they are physicians with no value. They want you sick so you can go to the hospitals and get pumped up with even more carcinogens and stuff that they pump you up with in these hospitals, man. We have no clue who our enemies is. These people are our enemies. They want you sick. They want you sick, Israel. Some of this stuff even causes fertility issues, man, in women and in men, because they have a depopulation agenda as well. People ain't popping babies as much as they used to. And in some cases, a lot of these women, they just killing their babies off anyway because they don't want to be a mother anyway. They want their freedom and their liberty. But that's neither near nor there right now. I'm just speaking on certain things, Let's keep it going. Let's go to Red 40 now. Red dye 40 side effects, hyperactivity, including ADHD. Ain't that what a lot of you women say your little children got? Your little boy, your little daughter got ADHD? Y'all pumping them up with them Lunchables. You pumping them up with that Halloween candy. Y'all finna go trick-or-treating now, this year, bro. Y'all about to go trick-or-treating this month. And what y'all about to do? Y'all about to pump y'all children with this bullshit. Red dye 40 side effects, hyperactivity, including ADHD, behavioral changes like irritability and depression, allergic reaction, hives and asthma, sneezing, watery eyes, skin irritation, migraines. I got a niece. She always had migraines. She be pumping herself and her kids up with this bullshit, man. Think about that if you ever come across this video. You pumping yourself up. You just posted a video talking about you having Monster Mash cookies and watching movies. You stuffed all of this shit that I'm going through in them cookies, and you finna feed it to your babies. And you wonder why your babies be messed up in the head. Pumping them up with this stuff. Red dye 40 is an artificial food dye that can be found in many processed foods, including candy and gum, Skittles, Twizzlers, and other chocolate candies. Drinks, soda, sports drinks, energy drinks, fruit punch, and powder drink mixes. Dairy, ice cream, sherbet, flavored milks, and frozen yogurt. Baked goods, cakes, pastries, and red velvet cake. Breakfast cereal, many breakfast cereals contain red dye 40. Condiments. Those little red cherries that you put on your ham on Thanksgiving, pump full of red 40, man. Others, puddings, gelatins, popsicles, snow cones, and packaged snacks, diner foods, hamburger helper, and Kraft macaroni and cheese. Red dye 40 is not always obvious in the food, and it's not necessarily in higher quantities versions of foods. It ain't got to be in higher quantities, but a lot of foods have it. And You can guarantee your whole plate that you're going to have tonight can have this in each ingredient that you added on your plate, and it's going to triple the effects of it. You see that? The use of red dye 40 is concerning because it has been linked to adverse effects such as a host of physical and mental issues, including ADD and ADHD, allergies, immune disorders, mind storms, which are issues with the brain wiring or electrical activities, and even inflammatory bowel disease. See? Inflammatory bowel diseases. See? They pumping people up with carcinogens, man. They pumping people up with the carcinogens, and nobody cares. Nobody cares at all, Israel. I'm going to get this for my kids because I didn't have this growing up, so I want my kids to have it. So you wasn't getting pumped with this. We wasn't getting pumped with this shit when we was growing up. Now you see these new age Generation Z kids, they minds all messed up because we pumping our children with this bullshit. But ye are forgers, this is Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. A physician heals people, man. Physicians heal people. But like I said, a healthy patient is a lost customer. These people don't care about y'all, man. It's all about the dollar bill, dog. It's all about the dollar bill. And these people forge lies. The FDA, like, hey, we know it's poison, but we're going to approve it so these people can enjoy it. But at the same time, they're telling you that it's still poisonous. That's why I pulled this scripture up. But ye are forgers of lies, because number one, they lie. And some of these, they lie and say it ain't nothing wrong with it. But then they'll turn around and put in another article, hey, this has side effects of ADHD and carcinogens. And it can mess up your digestive system. See? But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are physicians with no value. And like I said, physicians heal people. These people don't heal you. They give you some more poison in the medicines that they create, and then they have you coming back again to pump you full with more carcinogen-like medications. And these things make you even worse. They come out with medications, you take them, and then a couple of months later, they come out with a commercial. Have you took this for mesothelioma or some bullshit like that? Now you got a lawsuit on your hands because you took something. You were no more than a lab rat. They come out with these medicines, they put it on TV, and people listen to it because they package it up so nice with smooth and buttery words, and then you have the sickness that these people are talking about with this medicine can heal. Now you want to take it. And then you take it. Now you worse off than you were before. Listening to these devils. You people need to watch what you eat now here, man. Let's see what else we got here. TBHQ. Let me maybe I can come across exactly what that acronym is. But if not, y'all see what it says, TBHQ. Go look it up. Go look it up. We ain't got to hold your hand and look up everything for you. You go do some research on your own. Study to show thyself approved. Be not ignorant in anything small or great matter, man. The possible dangers. And according to the National Library of Medicine, the NLM, cases of vision disturbance have been reported when humans consume TBHQ. This organization also cites studies that have found TBHQ to cause liver enlargement, neurotoxic effects, convulsions, and paralysis. And laboratory animals. See, they using all of the, he says that's how wicked they are. They take our animals and they test on them with this bullshit. Them animals' lives are valuable just as much as our lives are valuable. And if it's doing all of this to animals, how much more to you human beings, man? You see? Let me switch over to my phone and I'm going to read. TBHQ is a preservative found in many foods, including snacks, crackers, chips, popcorn, Cheez-Its, Rice Krispie Treats, Pop-Tarts, and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. And I just had a fucking Reese's Peanut Butter Cup yesterday. Baked goods, donuts, breads, and bakery shortening. Frozen foods, frozen pizzas, and pre-made frozen dinners. Noodles, instant noodles, and ramen. Y'all love your ramen noodles, don't you, Israel? I see people commenting on them all the time. I've been eating them ever since I was a kid. And ain't nothing happened to me yet. That's because the Most High sparing your ass. But since you want to be prideful about it, now destruction gonna follow that. Now you might get sick eating them. Instant noodles and ramen noodles. Dairy, cheese, and milk. Soy, certain soy milk brands. Cereals, some cereals. Soft drinks, some soft drinks. Don't y'all love going to these restaurants, these fast food joints? Filling up on that high C. And that all them different sodas they got up in there. Right? You see? That's why we gotta watch what we eating, because our bread is defiled here. Excuse me, Salakia, Israel. Let's keep going. I think I got a couple of more, then I'm going to close out. No? Because we got to know these things. Let's see. This thing is called vanillin. Vanillin. Unfortunately, there is no nutrient, vitamin, mineral, or other health benefits in synthetic vanillin. And studies show that consuming synthetic vanillin may trigger allergic reactions, digestive disorders, and migraine headaches. And that vanillin, that's the shit that a lot of people use in that artificial vanilla. When you want to make you some banana pudding or something, you got to put that vanilla in there. You got that artificial vanilla out there. And they lace it and they put it in those even ice cream. You know, vanilla ice cream, and they put it in that shit, man. And we eating it. Go over here to my phone. Vanilla is a flavoring agent found in many foods, including ice cream, a top product that uses vanillin. Chocolate, a top product that uses vanillin. Cakes and cookies, a common use for vanillin. Custard contains vanillin. Caramel contains vanillin. Coffee contains vanillin. Shit. Drinks. Vanillin is used in soft drinks and alcoholic beverages to reduce the amount of sugar and other sweeteners. Yeah, your sweet liquors, your Bacardi Limons, your Barefoot Moscatos, you know. Instant noodles contain vanillin. You see that? That's just bad, man. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked, man, so they can exercise these things. But you don't have to just run and eat the shit, you know? The earth, this is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? See, the earth was given to these wicked, these wicked people. If you go back to the story of Jacob and Esau, Esau was blessed with the fatness of the earth. So the earth was given to the hand of the wicked man, who was the so-called white man today. And they have authority to create all of this, even though the authority was given them by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So they can basically show who themselves are. They are the wicked. They are the cancer of the earth. You know? These people are extremely wicked, man. And if y'all don't know about their food, y'all gonna find out today. And if you don't believe me, you can go do your own research. You know? Let's go back over here. I got two more for you, Israel. Bear with me. And then I'm going to get that last scripture, and then we're going to close out. This is yellow 5. Very common. Seen this in a lot of things because I always look on the back of ingredients when I go to the store. It is estimated that less than 0.1% of people have a sensitivity or intolerance to yellow 5 food dye. That's a bunch of bullshit right off bat. You see, they lying off bat. These people may have hives, itching, coughing, and vomiting when exposed to it. One study analyzed different amounts of the controversial food dye in pet biscuits. So they're even giving it to your animals. You know, you're giving it to your animals. You know, I'm sure I've been guilty of that because I have 3 cats and I buy cat treats and stuff. And I know I probably slipped my cat some of that BS before, man. Yellow 5, also known as a tartrazine, is an artificial food dye that can be found in many foods, including candies, gummy bears, lollipops, candy corn, M&Ms, and Starburst. Canned fruits. Some brands use yellow 5 to enhance the color. You see? You remember I was telling you about those cherries? They put these dyes in there to make the food look more vibrant, make the color pop, make it look more attractive. Jellies and jams contain synthetic yellow dyes. That's your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You know? Let's see. Kids' fruit drinks, Sunny D, Kool-Aid, Jammers, and some varieties of Gatorade and Powerade. You see that? But when y'all kids out here playing football on them fields, and then they bring out that big case of Gatorade, and them kids just start chugging that poison, man. Just chugging it down. Processed pastries, Twinkies, sugary breakfast cereals, Captain Crunch. You see that? Yellow 5 can cause allergic reactions including skin irritation, hives, asthma, and worsening eczema symptoms, including the contained yellow 5 must be sold with a warning label. You see that? They letting you know, but they approved it. But the FDA approved the shit, but it must be sold with a warning label. And then when you read it, it's basically telling you, hey, you can eat it if you want to, but it can fuck you up. That's basically what I take it as. You can take it, but it's going to mess you up. This world is full. The world is, I'm going to just say America. Our food is jam-packed with carcinogens and different things that can make you sick. Pay attention to the children. Look how the children act out here. These children are bugged out because this is what they eating on a daily basis, man. Let's keep going. I got the last one. Now I'm going to get this scripture first. And I'm going to get this and I'm going to close out. Let's see. Sorry, Slakia. Enter not, this is Proverbs 4 and 14, and I'm going to read a couple. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause something to fall. And you see this? They're constantly trying to find ways to make life harder for all of us, man. These people lose sleep if they're not causing havoc in the earth, man. Whether it's causing wars overseas, weaponizing the water, weaponizing the food, spreading chemtrails in the sky. making people just causing people to die, man, for no reason. Cause it's money in death. You know, your loved one died, you gotta go pay this cat to get the casket, you gotta go pay to get your loved one buried, you gotta pay all this different money. Death costs money, man. And Esau gets paid through it. Your loved one, before they died, they probably had a pension plan. When they died, didn't nobody get it, but Esau got his pocket stuff, though. That shit pisses me off, man. Just go to this yellow 6. This will be the last one. Studies found that yellow 6 and other food dyes contain neurotoxic chemicals that may be linked to attention deficit in children, medical health problems, behavioral issues, and potential autism. Additional studies confirm that yellow 6 and other food dyes may increase hyperactivity and attention among children. You see that? Yellow 6 is a synthetic dye that can be found in many foods and drinks, including breakfast cereal, baked goods, sausages, chips, orange soda, other beverages, hot chocolate mix, ready-to-use frosting, dessert powders, and candy. Yellow 6 is an orange dye that is stable in heat, light, and acid, but fades when absorbed, and sulfur dioxide, another poison, and ascorbic acid, vitamin C. Some say that yellow 6 may be contaminated with cancer-causing chemicals and can occasionally cause severe hypersensitivity reactions. However, the FDA and industry dispute the claim that yellow 6 cause adrenal tumors in animals. You see, the FDA, those them devils, man, they're gonna push this stuff out regardless if it's chemicals or not, because they get money. It's all about the dollar at the end of the day, man. So I hope y'all edified by this, man. You need to really watch what you be eating, because we are in the land of defiled bread. And with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Shalom, and Awad Babal. Shalom.